Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at Wreckfest 2, specifically the content drop 1, but as a whole, just the game in general, because I haven't made a video on it. I've tried to make a video on it, we ran into issues, but I figured I would just try to run a 50-lap endurance figure 8 race against 23 AI, and give my thoughts on the game while trying to survive. 50 laps equals 100 crossovers, and 100 chances for me to get absolutely rocked. So we're going to try to avoid that and just talk about the game. So my story with Wreckfest begins way back when it was just called Next Car Game. It was a tech demo that looked promising. I paid, I can't remember what they were selling it for, something like $12 or $20, and there were a couple of cars, 1 or 2 maps, and just really enjoyed the style of game that they were releasing. There were some old Demolition Derby games that I didn't really have a chance to play as a kid, so seeing it come to PC was a dream come true. Ooh. Ouch. Sorry, sir. But yeah, like the Test Drive, Eve of Destruction type of game. Even like a Dirt to Daytona, just racing, you know, some pretty crappy cars around dirt tracks. And when Wreckfest came to Steam, I was in love with it. I loved myself like a Demolition Derby game. I didn't want anything too arcadey, and I kind of liked how Wreckfest at first felt fairly realistic. Now, as the years went on, they started adding more things, and you know, you couldn't find a lobby without a school bus, and that stuff's fine, but it's nice to just get back to kind of the roots of the game, and I'm sure that sort of stuff will be added into this game, but for right now we can just enjoy some banger racing on this oval as I let off the throttle so I don't die. I've actually attempted this challenge twice before now. I attempted it once with Butch 13 Gaming, and there was an issue with the server, and it's absolutely something we did. I don't think it's any fault of the game. We were trying to host our own server, and just kept disconnecting, and you only got to see half of my race. And I just attempted to record this video a second time by myself, and I only got about 15 laps in before I got T-boned and my car was destroyed. So we are going to say third time's the charm. We're hoping we make it the entire way through the 50 laps. And we'll just talk about the game, talk about the content update. So this is the new content update. I'm actually not in either of the 2 new cars right now. I probably should have been. That would have been smart on my part. But I think there's 5 or 6 cars now. There's a handful of tracks. And this game's still early access, but it looks better than some games that released today in a finished state. Oh, and I think there's another content update planned for next month, so a lot of good things if you're a fan of this game, a fan of what they did with Wreckfest 1. I think it's an exciting time to be a racing fan. Just as summer's about to start up, I'm actually going back to the Crasharama event that I attended and posted a video on last year. Excuse me, sir. And I'll be doing that this coming weekend. So I figured while I'm off experiencing this sort of mayhem in person, I would at least give you guys a taste of it digitally. So, like I said, Wreckfest 2, big upgrade from Wreckfest 1. Wreckfest 1 I played on my first laptop. I had to have the settings at the lowest of low. Ooh, wrecked him. The game didn't look great at first, and then I eventually upgraded my computer. The game updated itself. It started to look much nicer. But I think this game blows everything the first game did out of the water. The cars look great. They feel heavier, which is nice. They kind of, I don't know if they always felt light and slidey in the original game, but they definitely feel better now. And yeah, just the game feels nice. It feels like it'll be a lot of fun taking these cars around the different tracks. Like, they've already got a track with a junkyard where you can go head-on with some other traffic, kind of similar to the Bonebreaker Valley from Wreckfest 1. They've got some more traditional, like, just dirt, like, road circuits. They've got the speedway that has the figure eight and the oval. They've got a derby arena or two, and they have the big sandbox from the kind of like the first game, like the testing grounds with all the different launchers and machines. So there's a lot of content in the game already, and they're only going to keep adding more. So if the game looks enjoyable, I highly recommend checking it out. And let's take a look inside the car. I love the way the cars sound in first person. There's not much to the interiors of the cars, but what is there looks really nice. And it just sounds so different from the outside of the car, and I love that little attention to detail. Ooh. Big accident in the crossover there. And the hood cam. But this environment looks phenomenal. The sunset's gorgeous. The clouds look nice. Just the trees and the landscape and the buildings. Just everything looks so pretty. And then I say all that as I'm not looking at the road. You do kind of have to pay attention to the track is the only unfortunate part. Maybe they could have gotten away with making it look a little worse so I didn't get distracted, but that's a user issue. Let's see, what else is there to say about this game? A handful of different cars already. There's some bigger muscly cars like this. There's the smaller, like just smaller sedans, a la the Chevy Cavalier, stuff like that. A couple of little European models. Just a nice variety in the first 5 cars, and I hope they keep that up. Add maybe some cars from Asia, and just give us, you know, just an entire sandbox to be able to recreate whatever we want. There's not a ton in ways of car customization. I hope that comes in the future, because I would love to be able to make like a rally version of a car, or spec something out just really stupid, like reinforce a little compact, like subcompact for Demolition Derby, just reinforce the heck out of it, and throw it into other cars that are twice its size. I think that would be really silly. Oh, I'm in 5th place, which is great. I don't actually know how many cars we have left in this race. At least 6, because there's someone 2 seconds behind me. But it is nice and refreshing to not see a school bus. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. I tried to avoid one car. Slammed into another one. It is really nice not seeing a school bus or a semi-truck or a motorhome, or even the smaller cars that were silly, like the couches and the bumper cars. It's nice not seeing those in every race, kind of just feeling something a little bit more realistic. I think there's a place for the crazy stuff, it's just not always my cup of tea. So I'm glad that, you know, they've gone back to basics, given us racing, make that feel good, and then go ahead and add some of the silly over-the-top stuff. I love the over-the-top tracks. The one with the loop, the ones with the huge jumps, I do think those were great. But I'd love to see the experience get fine-tuned before they overdo it on the outlandish content. I'd love to see like trucks and vans get added to this game, so you could do something a la, you know, Cletus McFarland and his crazy pickup truck and van races. I think that sort of stuff would be just really fun in a game engine like this. BeamNG's great, but there's something about this game that keeps calling my name, keeps me wanting to come back to it. So it looks like we're just about at the halfway point. And we'll see if I can make it. I'm smoking. I'm at 33% on the car, 32%. Now, what else has changed between the first game and the second game, you might ask? This game has a lot better destruction, kind of more granular destruction, in my opinion. Because you can have a tire go down, and then eventually the tire will go off the rim, and then eventually the rim can go off the axle, and you're just without a wheel. And I absolutely love that level of chaos, because it really allows you to try to limp a car home, like they do in like stage rallies or something, where you see a car that's axle is broken, it's only got 3 wheels that spin, but they're able to take it home and get it repaired. And I love that that is now entering reality in terms of video games, because in the games that I've played, I've gotten slammed into, I've lost tires, I've lost wheels, there's just been parts everywhere, which is what I want to see in a game that's themed around destruction and demolition derbies and, oh, excuse me. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. This video may come to an end a little bit sooner than I anticipated. We'll have to see. You can see my left rear tire is not great. It's not supposed to be quite at that angle. My right rear is not that much better, honestly. What are we in? 6th place? Not for long. That guy's gaining on me. That's behind me. I'm struggling just a bit. Oh, drift it, drift it. Oh. Go back inside the car. A little hard to see with that hood popping up. Oh, I know I mentioned it earlier, but I cannot get over how just nice and meaty that car sounds from the inside. It sounds great. Oh, those AI are having issues. Now, I don't think there's a way to change the AI difficulty quite yet. I can't wait for that to have variable AI where, you know, you could have some novices and some absolute professionals. Maybe they'll add personalities to the drivers to where you'll have a driver that's very, very good at racing, but he's also a little aggressive, will try to turn you in the corners. Maybe they'll have archetypes where, oh, this guy's just a clean racer, but he's not very good, and you have to watch for him to make mistakes in order to pass him, but he's not going to take you out of his way. You know, if you do a career mode, you could do a lot with something like an honor system. If you're a clean driver, people respect you. If you're not a clean driver, people wouldn't respect you. That's all speculation, things that I think would be really cool to see to the game. NASCAR 2005 Chase to the Cup was a game I played quite a bit as a kid, where the cleaner you raced and the better you were on track, the more other drivers would respect you and move out of your way if you were faster than them, and then if you would turn people around, bump into them needlessly, they wouldn't respect you, they wouldn't give you a lane even if you were the faster car. And I think that sort of thing would be cool in a game like this too. Ooh. I think there might be just be the 4 of us left. Ooh. Which is pretty good because I can't afford much more damage to this car. I say as my arm is already sticking out the driver's side door. Only when it's closed, though, so that's... Whoa, that's fine. Oh, we're a little squirrely. I don't even know how many laps I am down because my laps are taking about 25 seconds. I guess I'm about 2 laps down to those guys because they're almost 50 seconds ahead of me. But we're in the top 3. We were podium. Oh, there's at least 5 of us left alive. That's good to know. Yeah, and you can just see the carcasses of cars around the track. That is something I enjoy about the different events I've gone to where they have endurance races, where if someone's not in danger, you know, kind of limp it off to the side, you get into the infield, and they keep going. They don't call a caution flag for someone that just spins out. Everyone stays alert, everyone avoids them, and you keep racing, and it's red flag or bust. So, it does add an extra layer of obstacle to the track. Oh, I don't know what happened to the player or the racers up front, because we can see second place at this point. Or we can see second place. And then first place lost about 20 seconds. If that could just all happen again, we can make an actual run at winning this thing. It does get a little bit harder to avoid these cars. Oh! That was scary. I could not see him. It does get a little bit harder to avoid these cars, but it's so much nicer not having to feather the throttle through the intersection and try to avoid cars coming at me, because there aren't cars to come at me because they're all destroyed around the side of the track. Let's see. I do not like that blind turn with all that engine smoke that's coming up. Oh, first place is losing even more time. They're down another 10 seconds with 12 laps to go. Can we make this happen? I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was dead in the water once I got hit that last time and got taken down to like sub 10 health. But we are making the best of it. We are able to... Oh, there's where first place was, I believe. And now they've been passed. They got a little bit caught up. So the AI is not perfect. They're, you know, trying to figure their stuff out. Aren't we all? But they do get stuck a little bit. But I'm sure that'll all get fixed in time. It's still, I don't know if it's alpha, if it's beta. I don't know what their determination is. It's still early access, not full release. And the first game was honestly in early access for a long time. But it's one of those success stories of early access where they kind of went dark for a little bit as they were figuring some stuff out, and then eventually just popped up and said, hey, here's the content we have planned for this game, here we go. Started releasing more stuff. Got to the point where there were DLCs that I bought just because I loved the game and supported everything they were doing. And now they've got a second one, so I think there's a really bright future ahead of this game. I think that no matter what direction they take it, if they stick to their vision, I think they're going to have a good game. They can take it a little bit more arcadey. They can keep it a little bit more grounded in reality. I think if we could get the best of both worlds and just have options for like wacky races versus these kind of junkyard races, then we can have a game that's really good for everybody. Well, I haven't seen the guy that's in third place. Oh, there he is. I was going to say he's about 10 seconds behind, which is just under half a lap. I don't know where I'm going to get a pass in on this guy that's ahead of me, though. I need him to collide with the guy in third, because I think it's just a 4-car race, and unfortunately, Bot 19 is 150 seconds down. I don't think he's going to have time to catch up, considering he's still stuck. Oh, if they could have just hit each other, that would have been what I needed to overtake. I feel like some of those cars are moving further and further into the racing line. I could just be crazy. It might just be because I'm trying to run tighter laps to keep up with this guy in first place, but I'm not sure. Whoa. Whoa. But we're at 5 to go. Oh, it is a 2-car race. Everyone else is DNF'd. I'm wondering if the guy in third collided with the guy that was stuck and blew both of them up. But it is me and this guy, and I don't think I have the car to catch him. His car's pretty beat up, my car's pretty beat up. I keep wanting to over-rotate it, and colliding with that car is not going to help. But we'll see if we can make it happen. 4 to go. It's crazy how many of these cars decided to just curl up and die right there. Oh, excuse me, that looks like it's exactly what happened, those two slamming into each other and have now rolled just off in a weird direction. But I think we may just have to be content with second place. Unless there's just an absolute oversight on this guy's part and he collides with something that he shouldn't. I have not gained time on him in quite some time. Oh. But with that, I'll leave these last lap and a half in quiet. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you'd like to see anything else from this game, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.